man. Noah Reedy, you're a fucking legend. Thanks for coming back on. Love you, brother.
Oh my God. Thank you. You know what? And I'm so glad to be. I wouldn't be anywhere. If I was, I'd probably be jerking off, to be honest. I know that's not cool to say 30 seconds into a podcast because then you have to cut it.
I'm not cutting it.
I don't work today. I'd be sitting, I'd be lonely. I'd be thinking about all the women who don't love me, and I'd just be rubbing one out so that I don't text someone and tell them I miss you, I miss you, I miss you.
How many women do not love you right now?
All of them.
Really?
Just all of them.
There must be one. You're a handsome boy. You're a good guy.
Well, look, there's ugly chicks who love me.
Yeah, but they don't count, unfortunately.
So we agree on that.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to be clear. If you're ugly, you're not a person. Guys and girls and non-binary.
Should ugly girls be able to vote?
Yeah, but for only ugly people. There should be a separate, if you're ugly, you have separate rights. And only ugly people can vote for ugly rights. Yeah, I think that would be fair.
No, there's a home for everyone. Ugly people are welcome here as well.
Yeah, well, no, because I used to be very ugly. You know, you've seen the fat photo of me.
I haven't seen the fat photo, but
it's my Instagram profile.
I saw the nerdy kid, like the little jiu-jitsu kid. That was
the kindergarten video. My Twitter. It was like kindergarten.
You weren't ugly. You're just a little nerdy looking kid.
I was hideous. I had a bowl cut.
I was a chubby little dude. I wasn't the most handsome little boy.
Okay, well, I was actually lying. I wasn't fat.
I can't imagine you being fat.
No, I grew up in poverty. I was malnourished. I was the opposite.
All right.
But
yes.
No, I used to be ugly. What happened was I always wanted a mustache, and then one day I was like, man, I'm just gonna double it because I don't really grow facial hair, but I was like, I'm just gonna double down. And usually people grow out like a beard and a mustache, and then they shave the beard. And I grew out like just the mustache, and it took me 2 months. So for 2 months, I had whatever the fuck was going on, and it was really bad. But then once I got the mustache, it was, fucking 180 flip. And this is like 2 years ago. So I was 25. So 0 to 25, nothing. Absolutely. I had to like develop a personality. I had to like get good at shit. I had to like not care that people thought it was that's why I was kind of funny, because I was like, who cares? They're not going to sleep with me anyway. Now it's like, it matters.
Yeah.
But
do you think girls like the muzzy now?
Oh, they love it. Even if they say they don't, they're lying.
Yeah.
No, they do it all the time. They'll be like, I actually think the mustache is horrible. And I go, no, you don't. And then they go, yeah, you're right, I don't. And I go, I know. I've lived this for 27 years. It's almost like I know what works.
So what was the thing that made you want to look like a police officer?
Well, I wouldn't phrase it like that. I don't know. I get firemen maybe a little more. Women sleep with those guys, though.
Of course.
Fireys,
I think fireys in Australia are a very sought after species.
Are they really?
Yeah,
People are trying to sleep with Australians.
It's hard to believe.
I'll say this. Australian women, so hot.
There's a lot of hot women.
There's second place. You know, America, obviously, number one. There's a lot of uggos out here. There's a lot of uggos. They're walking by right now. But Australian women, every time I meet an Australian woman, I'm like,
well, you've got more of them. So I think it's fair to say you probably have more hot women because you just
that's probably a higher end.
If you had 28 million people, do you think you would have
only 28 million in Australia?
Only 28 million. Do you
think
think
like a state?
It's nothing.
Yeah, that's like barely bigger than New York. By barely, I mean 3-4 times bigger than New York. But
and Australia, landmass wise, is probably very similar to the States. The States is probably bigger. I'm not too sure, but I mean they're both very large countries. We could fit a lot more people in our country. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, if you decided to like fill the outback.
Yeah, that's true. No one wants to live in there.
Yeah, who wants to? No. No one wants to live in that fucking bullshit.
Vertical living, bro. We could go up.
You ever see Blade Runner where the buildings are 6 miles high and it's a fucking... What's that one city that was... It didn't exist for very long, but it was torn down in the 90s. I think. I might be just completely lying. I know it existed, though, but it was that city where it was like super, super packed, where basically like whole cities were in one building, and it was like a 6-block radius.
Is this a movie?
No, this was a real city. I'm not describing it. Remember earlier before the podcast how I talked about I can't articulate things at all?
But where was this city? In America?
Fuck no, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
It was not no. This was in a city, this was in a country where like the laws don't matter.
Have you seen those like there's those cities that are on these islands off the coast of Japan? They were like they used to have like a mine on them. And they built these cities, these humongous cities, like with, I don't know, 40, 50 residential towers, like common areas, tennis courts, everything, and now they are completely abandoned.
Interesting.
It's really cool.
I have not. No, you're a very educated man. You read books, clearly.
I just take in a bit of information here and there.
It's a good thing to do.
Stop it.
No, that's. I don't. Did they say why they're abandoned?
I guess in these sorts of situations, it's normally when the resources run out. You know, like the mines.
They didn't just plan ahead of that. They didn't think, oh, resources aren't renewable. Let's.
Well, you know, it happens all the time. Like you set up mines. Like in Australia, we have mines.
You're upset. You keep mentioning the mine. I'm not sure what the mine has to do with the city, though.
Well, the city was built around the mine.
So there was a quarry in the middle.
There was I think it was an underground mine. I might be mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. So the miners would go down under.
Yeah.
But above, they built these
to make the
yeah.
miners
So the miners
fun?
would have their families there and everything.
Oh,
and
okay. See, I feel like that was a big missing piece of information.
Excuse me, yeah.
That you just jumped at, assuming I knew any of that.
Okay.
I was like, oh, there happens to be a mine, and then they built a city. That's nice.
I beg your pardon.
No, it don't. You have my pardon.
Thank you.
Always my pardon.
What is the hardest job you've ever had?
Oh man, like I don't know, because I mean physically, it depends. It's like hard, as in like I want to kill myself every day.
I'd say that emotionally, because physically you can deal with. Emotions suck.
Physically, I can. You're right.
Yeah.
There's two jobs. I think there's two jobs that come to mind when I think of the worst job I've ever had. The one is when I delivered lumber supplies to Amish people. Have I told you about that?
No. What are the Amish people like?
They're very polite. However,
do they wear those? They have those beards.
Yeah. So this is Wisconsin. I worked this in Wisconsin. So this is like not Pennsylvania Amish. It's not like Hasidic Jews out here. Which when you see Hasidic Jews out here, that's what Amish basically is.
Yeah.
But, it's different. But
so they look like pedophiles, the Amish.
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of pedophiles are actually very charming people. That's how they get the kids. So I don't think if an Amish guy's walking around just like, "Where's your fucking kids?" I don't think he'd be a very successful pedophile. So I think you're not giving pedophiles enough credit.
Okay.
In a bad pedophiles are obviously bad.
Yeah.
But
goes without saying.
Goes without saying. But let's just say it.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, because I think people already don't like me enough. I don't want to.
No, that is not true.
You should read some of the comments on my stuff, man.
But these people don't count. They're fucking nobodies.
They're ugly. They don't count. They're ugly.
People that comment, like what was happening to me recently with that comment that I made.
I do remember.
I realized I was like, these people are just fucking losers.
I think you handled that well, though.
Thank you.
I think you really took that like a champ. Yeah, and I think you get a little hair on your chest.
Yeah.
I think next comment comes around, you're gonna come up with even more zingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for guiding me through that, by the way.
No, I was happy to be there for you in your time of need. This, makes me feel important to you. It makes me feel closer to you. I'm glad we can share that moment.
Hardest job.
Oh yeah, so I was like 17 and I was working like 3 jobs because I grew up in poverty. So these things happen. And I was like, I would deliver lumber supplies.
This is where we play some sad music for Noah.
My life is so hard. No one cares about Noah. No one's ever cared about, and I've never had any good things happen to me.
Okay, talk.
And
I'll do the sad music, you do the lyrics, all right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Well, I don't know if I'm a lyricist. Poor little Noah boy, oh so sad. It's so hard to be a white man in America with a mustache. Ooh. Oh, he's kind of turned on by the guy next to him. Oh, he's so handsome and he can sing so well. Oh my God. Don't look under the table. You're probably going to have to cut that. I'm
cutting nothing.
All right, good. The kids have a word for this. It's called cringe. People do it. They comment. They're like, cringe. Every time I post something, they're like, cringe. It's like, I can kill you in real life. Right? I can kill you. I don't know why you're saying cringe. You know what's cringe? Being a weak little bitch who will die if I choose. Every time I say that online, though, my post gets taken down.
Really?
Yeah, for violence. They say you're inciting violence. And I say, good. I've got like 3 strikes against me. I'm so close to getting banned from like every platform.
That sucks. What? Can you get redemption after that?
They hate it when you're real. They hate it. They fucking hate it when you're a fucking G, bro.
This is what This is what I wish they would understand: is it's not really an act with you. You are just literally being yourself, which is what I fucking love.
Yes and no, but yes, yeah.
Like of course you're playing it out. You're playing into the role.
Yeah.
You know, you're emphasizing the role, but there's an element of truth by what you say.
Yeah.
It's authentic. There is a level of authenticity to you.
No, yeah, no, I like as much as I realize I'm a nobody and I'm replaceable and like I'm just a worthless piece of shit. At the same time, I also do think I'm better than everyone. Like truly, I think I could defeat God if he dared step down on earth.
All right, hardest job.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
We'll make it. By the end of the podcast, we will know Noah's Noah's
even have to
most
get there.
difficult job.
It's your night. It's your night with Dad, buddy.
This is
anything you want, you know? We can watch TV. We can order Chinese food. Anything you want with Dad.
Thank you, Daddy.
I asked him if his parents are together, and he said, yeah. And I go, well, then you don't get the joke. But
I kind of get it.
yeah, you can't.
No,
but
like
you don't feel it.
No, I get it.
You get it on like an intellectual. It's like Bushwick. Like you see all the metrics and the KPIs of the joke, and set up punchline, but like you don't feel it in your bones of just like, yeah, no, I get that. Oh, I know exactly what it's like Dad's night, you know?
What was your night with Dad like?
Well, it was different. It kind of changed
Because your parents split up early, didn't they?
Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, well, it's very complicated. There were a lot of moving parts, and then, Gordy was in and out a few times, and I haven't spoken to him maybe in 10 years or whatever, but when I was a little kid and they first got divorced, I think I was only with my dad like 1 or 2 nights a week. I think because they lived like a mile apart from each other. So he moved like every day. I don't remember that much. I remember we had these fish. I remember that. And they would always die. They would die every single day because that's all fish do is they die every day. And then I think the fish died so much that my dad just started replacing the fish without telling us, and we would be like, oh my God, they survived this time, but they were just dying every day.
Did he ever wonder why the fish were dying?
No, I had a fish tank when I was like 18 as a joke. Like me and my buddy Tim, we got a fish tank. We called it the Reedy Shaw Fish Family, and we named them all like Homer Swimson and like Lake Skywalker and Bruce Leach. And
Amazing.
Yeah, Bruce Gillis was another one. Yeah, a bunch of fish names, and they just get stuck to the ventilator. Is what happens. They're weak. They're not meant for this world.
No.
Yeah, they're not like us.
Where would goldfish have originally come from? Because I can't imagine them doing well in any sort of
That's
environment.
so deep. That's so deep. You're such a deep guy. You know? Fuck, man. Fuck, where do goldfish come from? I don't know. I
Like, are they
tell
Chinese?
You. That's like, where do
I feel like-
capybaras come from? Because they're worthless. They're fucking worthless.
I feel like they came from a pond in China. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, I think they were probably like bred. I don't think they were found in nature. The same way it's like, where does a pug come from? And it's like, well, they were bred, like they were wolves. And then we were like, well, you're a good boy. And then we made them, we were like, what if we took their face and like smashed the fuck out of it so they can't breathe, but then some bitch with $1 million who cheats on her husband, who's got nothing better to do than to take care of this little guy. So we'll make that and we'll sell it for $1 million. And they live for 6 years. And then the lady can look and be like, he's my little guy. So I think that's probably what happened to goldfish. Is some asshole who couldn't take care of a fish was like, let's crossbreed these so I can just do nothing.
There you go, guys. We've solved it.
You're welcome.
Do you think
there's no one's listening at this point? I want you to know this.
Do you think anyone has ever put a pug on a sleep apnea machine? Because have you heard them
what
sleep?
They should do is they should just shoot them all. And I don't mean that as a joke. Like really, these things their quality of life is so bad. It would be a mercy thing to just let them run out.
I don't know.
And not reproduce.
If I agree with that.
Why?
I don't think
cute?
you should. No, I think they have a good quality life. My friend has a pug. It's pretty healthy. It's like 12 years old. He's killing it.
12 years old for a pug?
Yeah, he's doing right.
Think your friend's a liar.
Shout out, Scotty.
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty knows.
Scotty doesn't know that his pug hates his life. I don't know if you grew up in America, but Scotty doesn't know is a song.
I like that song.
Okay, so you did know.
Was that Van Wilder or one of those?
It was some no-name band.
Yeah, but it was on a movie.
With Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
They were the ages of movies, weren't they? Those American Pie.
Yeah, like late 90s to like 2011.
Yeah, when chicks were getting topless. The parties were
I
just
like
real.
that's my favorite part usually of the movies. That was the first porn I ever saw.
100%.
Yeah,
I think for most guys.
Yeah, it
and
was
you would
at
just
Robert's
when
house.
your parents are away, you just pause it.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I don't know. I was like a very good kid, believe it or not. But I went to Robert's house and we went in the basement and we watched Beer Fest.
I think I've seen. Yes.
And there's boobs in that.
Yeah.
And then we just replayed that scene like a bunch of times, and I was like, "This is the greatest day of my entire life." Yeah. And then someone told me, Jackson, in like 4th or 5th grade, he told me, he's like, you can just look up. It's called porn. He's like, you can look it up online and jerk off to it. And I was like, oh my God. And it's changed my life. You did a joke yesterday like that. You were like, is anyone not, it was Joe. Joe did a joke at Greenwich yesterday and he was like, so is anyone else here not watching porn? And I shouted out I was like, no. What? And then like the one black dude like way up front was like, yeah. He was so happy that I said that. That's just
funny.
A little bit about me.
There was some funny moments at that mic yesterday.
Yeah,
funny.
You wouldn't know because you left before my set. I thought your set was great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's not often you say that to me. So.
I say that to you all the time.
No, you do. Thank you. You're
say
very
to you
supportive.
even when I don't mean it.
No, I had a good set yesterday. It was good. The poop cruise riff that I did there. The poop cruise,
it blew up the room. I went. They went crazy for that. I was like, this is it. This is all these people. This is what it takes.
It was a funny bit.
What are we in Bushwick? I do hate Bushwick. I'll never stop hating on Bushwick.
Yeah, it's expensive too.
What, like
real estate wise?
No, I just mean the people and the comedy clubs and the every joke ever. I've never gone to Bushwick and then been like, oh, these people are funny. Yeah. I've never thought that once.
It's funny how in this city there seems to be a divide between like Brooklyn comics and Manhattan comics. It's kind of like a little bit of it. There's a bit of a wall between the two. Yeah,
because Brooklyn thinks that it's like the only place that exists ever. Manhattan also thinks that, but they're better about it. And like you get better rooms. Bushwick is very like, it's all the same comic. I learned this term recently, looks maxing. Fucking so gay.
That sounds so gay.
It's so gay. And it's called looks maxing. It's like, it's all those like fucking retard losers you see where they do like the fucking stupid little, like that, like some curly, stupid little haircut. And they've got like the beard and it's all like the lines are perfect and they're wearing like the very performative glasses and they've got like 90 piercings and like a nose ring and they've got like a dripped out outfit and and like the way they walk is like so stiff because they don't want to fuck it up because like what if a potential girl sees them? It's like if a girl sees you, they're gonna think that's the biggest pussy I've ever seen in my life. You know what? I'm walking around in a shitty t-shirt with holes in it and jeans and I get way more pussy because I'm not trying to be a loser. It makes me so mad. I hate all of it. And then all their jokes are like that too. It's all the same comic telling the same joke and they're weak. They're weak comics because they like to do this. They go up on the mic and they go, I'm so high right now. That's always the thing they start with. And I go, no, if you're going to eat shit like a fucking man because you're not going to get better being like, I'm high. So give me free laughs. It's like, and then every joke is it's about weed. Every joke's about weed, you know. It's not about, and if I do a joke about fucking a hot chick in Bushwick, they're all looking at me like, what are you talking about? Because they've never fucked a hot chick in their life. Like they've only fucked like the weird smelly chicks. They've got like blue hair and like a fucking mohawk and shit. No offense. By the way, fully on their side for all their rights and everything. I don't think they're hot. That's all.
Yeah, no.
I grew up in rural America, so that's I'm a product of my environment.
There's something for everyone. I saw this comic. He's a Brooklyn comic, and he came into Manhattan to do a mic, and I was talking to him, and this guy's. He's got a little bit of the tism in him or something. He's got something in him, right?
Most people do. I hate when they announce it though.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
They go, I got tism. It's like, is that your punchline?
Yeah. No, they just want us to feel sorry for them. That's what it is. I don't know. I hate it. Anyways, and he's like, dude, I brought this girl, and she is so fucking hot.
Then you saw a picture. I
know. No. He brought her there, and I'm like, where is she? And he points to her.
Oh God.
I think she had Down syndrome. She had and I'm not saying Down syndrome girls aren't beautiful if you're attracted to that.
They're literally the hottest women I've ever seen in my entire life.
There's people putting Down syndrome filters on girls on TikTok now and going after it. But all I'm saying is, there is someone for everyone. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because everyone deserves a bit of
No,
love.
and that's actually a great way to put it. I think that's great because honestly, it leaves more room for me to fuck hot chicks.
There you go.
Yeah, because when people are like, no, I think women are beautiful when they have, you know what? And this is a really unpopular opinion. I have this in my drafts. This is a really unpopular opinion I have, and no one's gonna agree with it. Plastic surgery. I think if girls have like any work done, ugly as fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't stand it because it's like there's so many reasons, but one, it's basically like the billionaire way of getting hot. It's like you didn't earn it; you bought your way there. You know, if you just go, like they'll spend $10,000 on a nose job, and it's like, dude, if you spend $10,000 is like 10 years in a gym. That's how much money that is, and like you can just go to the gym for 10 minutes. I'll walk into a random bar in New York, find a girl who works out for 10 minutes a day, hottest woman I've ever seen in my life. But like you start to get plastic surgery, and you can see like I've gone with so many dates with girls who get like chin lipo.
I don't like,
and it's like the pieces don't fit.
Yeah, I don't like anything. I don't touch the face. Just leave the face. I don't like.
It's not going to age well. It might look okay right now, but in 3 years, it's awful.
I don't like the lips. The lips. When you see these white girls and they've got these fucking lips and it's all red and swollen.
But
I am a big fan of the boob jobs.
We know. We know.
There is nothing wrong with a boob job.
Yeah, I think
Emily
that's
Ratajkowski got on a podcast the other day.
Emily Skringus, who the fuck?
Emily Ratajkowski.
Sorry, and that's not funny, and she's probably very important. And
she's a world-renowned model, and she said she made this comment. She said,
"You still have her
plastic
number?
surgery should be more accepted amongst men." And I thought that was an interesting thing. It was like this hot topic thing. But anyways, you go on.
No, here's my issue with it. By the way, and I'd like to say this at this point. I know we've only said bad things. I'm sure we have good beliefs, but they're not going to come out in this podcast. Okay? I think it doesn't matter, but I just want to say that I'm aware of how bad of a person I am. There's at no point am I saying these things being like, people should think like me. You know, I get it. I know I'm a piece of...
But I don't agree you're a bad person. I don't agree. You've got your views, but that doesn't make you a bad person.
Sometimes.
Anyway. No, but you're only saying this because other people have told you that. Do you feel like you're a bad person inside?
It depends on the thing. You know what I don't...
You just feel like you can't say it. That's all it is. You feel like you're going to get judged for saying it.
God, you're so deep. It's the goldfish thing all over again. You're so deep. You get me on such a deep level. Nothing we say matters. By the way, I don't know why I'm prefacing. No one's listening to this. We're going to be this. I bet Joe DeVito listens to this and no one else.
We're averaging about 100 views an episode.
100? Yeah. It's Joe DeVito listening 100 times.
This will probably get a bit more.
It'll probably get 103.
Might get 150.
150. About 400.
I think your last one did pretty well.
Yeah. I don't know. I've had sex with girls. I've had sex, yeah. I've had sex with girls, but the ones who work out, it's like, they get it.
Women,
it's like, it's a physical, it's a sport, you know?
Yeah, but it's anyone that works out is going to be more attractive. Anyone.
Yes,
like
but I'm saying
when
you find an attractive woman who has plastic surgery and they fuck, it's like they have no idea what to do because they bought their way there. You know?
Also, it's
like
not
lying on your resume.
Physically, yes, like people look better when they work out. They look fitter and they look healthy. But it's also...
Keep talking. I'm just going to grab another...
Also, it's the discipline.
More beer, more happy.
You're right. It's the discipline. It's the fact that they're getting up every day.
Yeah.
They're choosing to go to the gym or go for a run because they know it's better for them. And I find that seems to make people a better person.
Type shit.
You know, hot girl stuff.
Yeah, hot girl stuff. By the way, I'm shallow. Like, in case Joe DeVito is on his 100th listen and he's like, why does this sound so weird? It's because I'm shallow. I don't care about... Look, it's great if you have a great personality. That's awesome. If I want to hang out with someone who has a great personality, I'll hang out with Cam. That's my thing.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? You just... You're so lucky. The bottom half of me is not showing. I'm like raging. You make me so unbelievably I just love spending time with you, buddy.
Yeah,
you're just my man.
Likewise.
You're just my man.
So, worst job you ever had?
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I want to know.
There's two. There's two. You know
through.
about one of them. Yeah. So just a short.
Just give me one.
Yeah. Well, the other one's the cruise ship.
Yeah,
you know the
that.
cruise
We've
ship
talked
thing.
about that.
We've talked about it.
Go back to his other episode
yeah.
if you want to hear about the cruise ship.
It was so fucking bad.
Yeah.
But it might get me another job teaching kids unless they listen to this podcast. And then they're like, well, we cannot hire this guy to be around high schoolers and teach them about life because he's going to abandon every lesson plan and just be like, here's how you have to fuck hot chicks. And don't tell them you play jazz. Don't do it. Tell them you work in finance.
Imagine that if you're a teacher and your first lesson is like, all right, boys,
Lesson
number 1, all right? Never tell anyone you're doing this class with me.
You can do jazz, but if girls ask, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's a hobby. It's not your life. The moment it's your life, you're fucked. You're so fucked. They like it when you work in finance and then on the side, oh, I'm a deep guy. You have to, it's a trade-off, and we could go into it. It would take hours, but you can either be a cool, interesting person that deep down people want to be around, or you can make money. Seriously, truly, those are the only two options. I chose the not money one. I chose the interesting, cool person, not to brag. However, and I get a lot of girls originally with that, but then they find out that like, oh, I don't make money, and then they don't say it, and I don't think even they believe that's why they're like kicking me to the curb, but that it is. Because if I made, $200,000, I would not have the problems I have. I promise you.
Yeah, it's all going to turn around for you.
The moment I get famous, all I gotta do is eat shit for 10 more fucking years, baby.
You're getting good pussy now.
I'm getting pussy.
Yeah, what do you
I
want?
almost
What do you want,
got
a
good
girlfriend?
pussy. I almost did with that one chick, but then I got, I didn't make enough. That's not what she said, but I didn't make enough money. If I did, goddamn.
But don't these
I would have
girls-
married her,
but
man.
don't these
But I
mo-
say that about like half the way. I go on like one date with a girl. I'm like, I would marry this bitch, and then
But don't they see the dream? Don't they see the dream inside your heart?
no. Because
No?
that's not, everyone's a product of their environment. And the way that, especially girls in New York, the way they grew up is they grew up rich and they grew up in the land of abundance, like endless abundance. And so, like, they can't, I grew up in rural America in poverty, and I was like, I have a dream, And it's totally different. So everyone sees the world through their own lens. So, like, when I say things, or you tell me about, like, your dream or something, I go, I know because I've lived that. A lot of these, it's like they went to college for like nursing or whatever the fuck, and like that's all they know is just like, I need the job and the house and the kids. It's a totally different world.
I feel like in Australia there's certainly an element of like shallowness, but I think there's
I would do well in Australia if it's shallow.
There's definitely more.
I'm very shallow.
There's definitely like a lot of women that if you told them, like they'd be inspired and want to like jump on your side. And
Yeah,
I'm sure
but that's like
too.
if I sat down and took the time to.
Yeah.
I mean, but in reality, when I'm at a bar and some girl's like, you used to make your living as a jazz musician? I go, that's gay. I don't want to. What are we going to talk about that? Let's talk about more beer, more happy. Let's talk. That's what I like.
I actually think it's cool as fuck. I
fine.
always think that
It has
when
its
people are chasing something different or going after something that's like not conventional, I find that way more
No,
attractive.
I love seeing desperate people. I mean, like, I love that quote, and I've never been. I seriously think I heard it in, like, Criminal Minds. I don't know where I heard it, but it's like the quote that says like, no real prayers have been heard like in a church. They've never been heard like from rich. It's always been heard at like the bedside of a loved one, or like on a plane or whatever. It's like people who are desperate, and I love the idea of just like finding. Thanks, man. You're the man. Get this guy in on this podcast. There's some guy at the window just going, yes, get in here. But that guy probably has more interesting stories than we could ever tell, for being honest.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, but we prop ourselves up and give ourselves fake awards.
How dare we?
How dare we?
What are we doing
How
with our
dare
lives?
we? He probably doesn't even think about goldfish.
Fucking loser.
Fucking loser, dude.
Fucking loser.
He's not deep like us.
I know.
I love losing the point. I love losing the point. Of
So
whatever.
worst job. We're going to get there. We're nearly 30
whatever.
minutes in now. We're going to get to the first question.
I hope we never do. I hope we never do. I love leading people on just long trails. It's like a Norm Macdonald joke, Norm.
Yeah.
You listen. I love the pumpkin head joke. I used to tell that a lot, but I would make it like a 9-10 minute joke, where like people by the end they were so mad they just wanted to like get it over with, and then I would hit them with and then it became a thing where I was telling it at work a lot when I worked at a bar. I still work at a bar but this is a different bar. And I was like telling it, and then everyone was like, dude, you need to hear Noah's Pumpkinhead joke. And then it would just be a group of people listening to me tell it to someone, and the people listening were laughing so hard. The person hearing the joke for the first time was never happy. They were so mad. Because I would make it like a 10-minute joke.
It's just like a rant.
You're just wasting their time, because the joke essentially is, this guy walks in with a pumpkin for a head at a bar, and another guy is like, oh, how'd you get a pumpkin for a head? He goes, oh, I met a genie and I got 3 wishes. He's like, what are the 3 wishes? First wish, I wish for $1 million. Second wish, I wish for a really hot wife. And he's like, well, how'd you get the pumpkin for a head? This is where I fucked up. The third wish, I wish for a pumpkin for a head. It's the funniest fucking joke of all time. But like, I would drag it out so long. And I remember when I got arrested. We've talked about this, but when I got arrested and I was like surrounded by like these 5 cop cars, and then, I was like, I won't speak without a lawyer. And because in my head, when you say that, that's what everyone tells you. They go, don't speak without a lawyer. So I was like, I won't speak. And in my head, some guy was going to like fight through the crowd in his finest suit and just be like, let this man go. He has rights. But what happens is they get mad at you and they throw you in the car. But I remember I'm sitting there, the officer's like, you don't want to say anything? Like, if you don't say anything, all we have is this other guy's statement. So I was like, well, there was a guy at a bar, and he had a pumpkin for a head. And I started telling him the Pumpkinhead joke. And like 6 minutes in, he was like, we don't have time for this. And he just threw me in the car. He never knew how the guy got a pumpkin for a head. He probably stays awake late at night. He's like, fuck, dude, how'd that guy get a pumpkin for a head? I wish I fucking knew. What a jerk off, man. Because he knew I was going to get off of that crime, so he should have just listened to the joke. He really missed out. Like, he's such a loser. That fucking cop ass pussy was such a loser for not hearing that joke.
If he was listening right now, what would you tell him?
I'd tell him I love you. I know we've had our differences, but deep down, I think we can be friends. I've modeled my whole look after you and your people.
Oh, fuck.
Cam, I have a question for you.
All right.
Actually.
Yeah?
Guys, would you say, Cam, or would you consider yourself an intelligent person?
Somewhat.
We'll find out.
We'll
find out, won't we?
This is the first, guys. This is the first.
Yeah, no, because you always ask other people's questions. I want to know about you.
All right.
First question, Cam. What's the most book you've ever read? Answer that one, you fucking idiot.
The most book I've ever read.
Yeah, what's the most book you've ever read? Yeah, it's kind of a thicker, huh? It's kind of a thicker. Bet you thought you were smart before you heard that one.
Give me another question.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What is the nature of other universes? That's right, you fuckhole. Yeah, you think you're smart because you think about goldfish and shit? What's the nature of other universes?
All right, the nature of other universes.
He's pulling this out of his ass. He doesn't know.
I know.
How many other universes have you been to?
7.
Mm-hmm. You sound like every girl ever when she tells me it's just a lie.
Give me another question.
No, I promise, I'm gonna be there, I swear. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. What are you, my dad? What happened before the Big Bang?
Okay, so before the Big Bang was another universe. Just like a completely living universe, everything, normal people happening, but it was the destruction. There was like an atomic, cataclysmic event.
I don't know if atomic is big enough to...
I don't know, man.
Cataclysmic, though.
Cataclysmic, that was good. That was a big word.
That's a big word.
I pulled that out.
Toilet paper? Word of the day, toilet paper?
I do think, though, before the Big Bang was just another living galaxy, or another living universe.
Aren't you religious? You believe in God?
I believe in God, but not in a denomination.
I was going to say, how do you reconcile that with the Bible?
I'm not denominational religious.
Non-denominational.
Like,
so you're spiritual. You're like a yoga girl.
Correct. Yeah. Like,
Yeah. Astrology and...
Yeah, crystals. Yeah.
I could see you with a couple crystals.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, please put Noah on my podcast. Oh God, I need to be cool.
I need big time Noah.
I need him and all the incel retards who follow him. I hope you know my following. People will be like, "Oh, you've got like 7,000," and it's not any at all, is what it is. But they're all retards.
Really?
Like, no one who follows me is cool.
No one?
No one who follows
Not
me.
a single person that
Oh, yeah, sorry. There's one. There's one who's the coolest guy of all time.
How cool is he?
Well, that Pearl bitch followed me. You know that that anti-women girl, Pearl?
No.
She's like a girl. She's like the ugliest woman of all time. And she like argues just against women's rights and like how the
Is she a
patriot...
comic?
No, I think she wishes, but she can't argue anything because she has like no deep thoughts and she can't back up. She's just like, she's almost like a rage baiter, but she goes online and she's like, women should be subject to. She's very like she would revoke the right to vote, and it's all that shit. She's a total cunt.
Do you think you spend too much time online?
I think lately, yes,
Yeah.
because I've just been
It's
watching.
brain rot. Who cares?
Well,
about
no,
these
it's not
fucking
that.
people?
I don't look, and I don't know enough about her because I don't like. But she followed me that one time, and then I
Yeah.
posted on my story. I went gross. I like posted that she followed me, and I went gross, and then she unfollowed me. So I did. Don't say I never did anything for women, because I did that
What
one.
do you think? You remember the mic yesterday? How there was that woman. Let's not say her name or what she looks like, but there was that woman.
I know who you're talking about. Because she walked in, and I thought, ooh.
There was that woman
Cam.
that came up, and she was like,
Different one.
She was talking about like getting fucked and like all this shit. She was like,
Was it the one who said she was 39?
I think so.
I actually thought she was really funny. She wasn't getting laughs, but I thought the stuff she said was really funny.
I don't know if we're talking about the same one.
Maybe not.
No.
Okay. Is it the one you have a problem with?
No.
Okay, then I think we're talking about the same one.
No, she was up early. But she was talking about
The Asian one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I was zoned out during hers because I was
Yeah.
looking over my jokes.
But she was like,
keep going.
these, you know, it was kind of like these women when they get up there, and it's not just women, men do it too. But when people get up on mics and they just kind of like talk about their trauma, I can't fucking stand it, man. I find
make it funny.
I find it so boring. And it's
Yeah.
like, I find it really cringy for them. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
And we don't like that word, but it is a good word for that
Yeah.
emotion that
It's humiliating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do people
I
get
think,
up there?
and again, I think
There was a woman-
Bushwick's
there was-
a really good spot to talk about your trauma.
There was a woman last week who got up and literally just talked about how she had been raped as a kid. And I was like...
That's funny. What's not funny about that? I don't get it.
I don't
Why
know,
is no
man.
one laughing?
It's kind of disturbing.
I do love it when someone says some horrible shit and you're just dying in the audience. You're like, why is no one else laughing? I get it. I get what life is hard.
Yeah.
And we're laughing about it because it's,
I get that
Charlie
too.
Chaplin said that. He's up close, life is a tragedy, but from a distance, it's a comedy.
That's true.
Isn't that deep?
That is deep.
That's up there with the
you're,
goldfish
You're a
thing.
goldfish guy. You're going to go home and buy a little fish tank, aren't you?
I just might. You've inspired me.
What are you going to call
I
it?
don't like to let people know that I'm deep, but I actually think about goldfish all the time,
What's the most book you have read?
Wow, yes. Olive book. Bet you didn't think I could answer that one.
Oh.
Yeah, stupid question gets a stupid answer.
You're making me feel dumb now for not being able to answer that.
Well, that's because you're retarded.
Let me ask you, what is your favorite book? I know you read.
Dude, and I'm going to sound
What
like
is the
such
one-
a
what
gay
is the
little
one-
pussy,
yeah.
and I'm going to say this.
Can I
and
have a guess?
You're never going to guess it. Go ahead.
Harry Potter.
Wow. Great series. Recently read it.
All of them? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
I only ever got to the fifth one twice, and then
The
I
last
stopped.
ones I will say the last one really gay at the end because in the movie they really crushed it. The way like Harry Potter fights Voldemort is like very cool, but in the book it's literally like a 5-year-old's wet dream. It's like they're circling each other, being like, "You're the bad villain who's a bad guy," and then Voldemort's like, "Oh, but Harry Potter, I will destroy you because I represent evil." And then Harry Potter's like, "But I stand for justice." And then he like, it's the stupidest bullshit. And then obviously the Christopher Columbus, I think is the guy's name, the movie director.
Great name.
Chris Columbus. Great name. Destroyed the Arawaks. Took the population from 3 million to 0. Talk about genocide. Anyway, like he would cut off their hands if they couldn't get enough gold. It's a whole thing.
Wow.
Anyway, someone's got to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite book.
It's so gay. It's called Harry Potter. It's Emma Watson's favorite book. And she said it on like her book club. I don't watch her fucking book club. Some guy said that and told me about it. It's called The Shadow of the Wind. Stupid name. Stupid fucking
Who's
name.
a deep guy?
It's called The Shadow of the Wind, which is the dumbest. It makes me sound like such a pussy. I hate saying it.
I bet it's a good book.
It's so good. It's so fucking good. And then
Is
Angel's
it fiction
Game.
or nonfiction?
It's fiction. I don't read nonfiction. Nonfiction's give me a good story.
I always
inspire
read,
me.
I always read nonfiction.
Inspire me. Make me want to be a better man.
Okay.
You know? And I read, and this is gay too, but I was so into the romance part of it too. I was like, fuck. I love this. But anyway, it's worth the read, but you will feel like a pussy telling people about it. I haven't had anyone ask me that, I think, ever.
That's okay.
I think another good book
I read the 50 Shades of Grey books.
Yeah,
and
they
are.
I bet you would.
They are like a female book, but they're fucking fantastic.
Dude, if you read the text that I send women at night, I think I could put 50 Shades of Grey to shame.
Ooh.
The shit I say to women is crazy.
Do they like that?
I'm so good at sexting. It's insane. It's insane. I did this joke. You missed it at the mic. But I did this joke where I was like, you should be so humiliated the next morning when you wake up and read those texts. You should be like, I cannot believe. Like, if you're not disgusted by the film, you're not doing it right. And the analogy I gave is like, at 7 a.m., you should be like Tom Cruise in A Few Good Men in the courtroom scene. And then the night before, you need to be like Jack Nicholson in the same scene where you're like looking at your phone just like, did you order this text? Did you order? Oh, you're goddamn right I did. I have a responsibility you can't even begin to fathom. You need men like me on that phone late at night. So yeah, I'm...
How'd it go? Did the bit work? Because you were telling me about it before.
Yeah, it crushed at Greenwich, and then I did it at Judy Z's, and they wanted nothing to do with it.
Oh, really?
20 minutes later. Yeah.
That's always the way.
It's always the way. Can never win. Just some retard telling jokes to people who don't care. But that's what makes us men.
That's
you
right.
know, that's what makes us deep. Because you talk to someone who works an office job and they've never had to humiliate themselves for $0 once in their life. And then they go, why am I so unfulfilled? And it's like, well, because you're a loser.
Yeah.
You're
not pushing any boundaries.
Yeah, you suck. You know, and so you cheat. And that's why people cheat. Deep down. That's why they cheat. It truly is.
My brother, I said this in the podcast yesterday.
You have a brother.
Yeah,
We've
got a
never
brother.
talked about this. How many siblings do you have?
I have
You're a triplet.
I'm a triplet.
Yeah. Honey, I said you better take 3 Plan Bs. I know. I've heard the joke. I should have known.
Thank you. My brother asked me a few days ago, he goes, are you sick of comedy yet? And I said, no, it's actually the opposite. The more I do it, the better I'm getting, the more I'm enjoying it. And do you find that as well?
Yeah. Yeah. I sometimes get frustrated, especially with like my current work schedule, how I can't hit as many mics. And so it's like, oh, why do I suck? It's like, well, because you need to hit more mics. But yeah, it's easier because at the start, I remember the first time I ever did comedy, I just walked. I was like, I'm going to go to this open mic. And I prepared. And then I walked by the club. It was a bar in my hometown. I walked by the place and just kept walking. I was like, next week I'll get him. Next week I'll get him.
I bet you so many people can relate to that.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard.
It is not.
Yeah. And I thought the first time I did it, I was like, dude, I crushed so hard. I filmed it and I looked back and I was like, that's the worst set of all time.
Yeah. Did you film it? Or?
Yeah, I filmed it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I deleted it. I'm sure I didn't delete it. I'm sure I could go back and find it, but it wasn't great. I actually ran the light by a lot.
Damn.
I was telling a story about.
So many fucking
Chris
people
Hansen.
run the light. It's so annoying.
Dude, I hate when people see the light and they go, how much time do I have? 20 seconds? And they go,
yeah.
So I have 20 seconds. And it's like, get off the fucking.
Yeah.
What are you doing? If you weren't funny for 4 minutes and 40 seconds, you think you're going to win us over in 20?
Yeah.
You're nuts. You're nuts. I hate that shit. Like, let me try this one more. I said that to someone. And
the worst is when people get up there and they're like, I got 20 seconds. I'm just going to sit here.
I've done that before.
Yeah, but you ate a sandwich. That was fucking cool.
That was so fucking funny.
That was fucking funny.
But I also did crush that 4 minutes and 30
There you
seconds
go.
before that. And
you
then,
fucking did.
oh my God. That was like the first, I think that was the first night you came up to me and you're like, wow, you tell stories. And that's when we became friends, I think.
Yeah,
that was that.
And then I told a story because you told a story.
Tits. Yeah, your buddy Tits.
I fucked it up, but
He had big tits, so we called him Tits. I've never heard that story since.
Yeah, I haven't done it since. I should bring it back.
You're a coward.
Well, you can't really do a 5-minute story on a show. It just like,
Yeah.
I think once we start getting like 20-minute sets, fuck yeah, you can rip a story.
Yeah.
Right? You can do bits in a story, but like if you're doing 6-7 minutes, you're just not. It's just
Yeah,
not-
I probably should learn from that because I like to do bits, like good long bits in like a 5-minute set. And it's like, if you didn't win them, like you've sabotaged the whole thing.
It's just a really big risk. I mean, you may kill, but if
Yeah.
you don't, you're locked in.
Dude, it's like dating a toxic chick. It's just fucking highs and lows when
Yeah.
you do bits. And it's like, I crushed today. And then same bit 5 minutes later eats it. And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm worthless. I don't know why I ever tried to even be funny. I should just take that teacher job they're trying to give me. You know?
should be a teacher.
I don't know, man. If they see this podcast, I'm never getting hired.
They're not going to not hire you from this podcast. They're going to not hire you from your Instagram and your TikTok. And they're going to find you. These kids, you don't think...
I think they're...
as soon as these kids are like Mr. Noah Reedy, they're going to be like...
100%.
Straight away.
I think I'm going to rip them apart.
Yeah.
I mean, high schoolers are so insecure. They walk, the easiest thing is anyone rips you up, you go, you're going to talk to me with that haircut? It's just, people crumble if you say that. It doesn't matter how hot they are. You're going to talk to me with that haircut? Just, it's like the best thing you keep in your back pocket,
Yeah.
you know?
There you go.
Yeah,
guys.
no, there's no chance I'm getting that job. No chance. I just had a recruiter reach out to me. He's like, "Do we think you'd be such a good teacher?" And I was like, I think you don't know me. I think you don't know me at all. I think you should. Look, here's the thing. I think I am really good at what I do, and I think I can teach it, but I don't think any parent would look at anything I've put online and be like, I want this guy teaching my kids about life, you know?
I think the opposite. I'd rather have like... The best teacher I ever had, I was in year 5. His name was Mr. Tyndale.
What's year 5? Translate that to English.
Grade 5.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so like 5th grade.
5th grade.
Yeah. I didn't know if this was like a high school thing.
No. Primary school.
Yeah, primary.
What do you guys call it?
Elementary school.
Elementary school.
Yeah.
And his name was Mr. Tyndale. He's a fucking legend.
Mr. Tinder.
Tyndale. But he was real, man. He was real. His nickname for me in class was...
He was so real with the 5th graders. You'd be
was
like cutting
cool,
up little
man.
cardboard. He's like, let me tell you about fucking hot bitches.
Dude, he would swear in class. He would just like...
Isn't that so cool when teachers swear?
He would pay out kids. His nickname for me was Stupid Twisted Boy. And he called me... Because I was the class clown. And I thought it was the funniest thing. I thought it was hilarious. I loved it.
Okay,
and
good,
my
man.
mum found out about this on like the second last day of
Yeah.
the year. She's like, he hasn't been calling you that. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm going to go tell him.
Okay,
I'm like,
but it's
he's been
exactly
calling me
that
this
reaction.
all year.
Exactly that reaction is exactly what I'm talking about. I would
Yeah,
do that
you're
on day
right.
1 and they would tell on me.
Well, the kids would like you. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
and I'd have every day when I would start off with class be like, remember guys, everything I say you can't tell anyone ever because I will get fired. But
You rock up with-
also that's what like priests who
You rock up
fuck
with
with children
NDAs.
say. Yeah. So it's not a good look. I'd be like, no, it's actually different. It's because I'm cool. That's why you can't. That's the worst. I would be a horrible teacher.
So what is the worst job you've ever had?
I don't even know why we're trying to answer this question. I think it's some things are better just shrouded in mystery. It's like, the girl you never date and you go, she's perfect because I never got to know her. The moment you get to know her, you're like, she's the worst thing I've ever. And that's this story. We've hyped it up too much to the point
I feel like everyone wants to know now. I mean, there was an Amish guy. You were delivering lumber.
Yeah, I delivered lumber to Amish people. And I was like 17, and they hated me. It was a rundown company. They would rent trucks off of like Craigslist that didn't work, didn't have like moving mirrors and shit, so you could never see anything. They'd send me out to middle of fucking nowhere, and they hated me. So they all thought I was an idiot. None of them went to college, by the way, which doesn't automatically make you smart. But like if none of them went to college and between all of them, they had one full set of teeth, right? So.
Makes sense.
Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
But they didn't train me at all. I didn't know anything about construction or lumber supplies. They would just give me these tickets, and it would be like, put these things in the truck and go. And it's like, I don't know what any of this shit is. I was operating a forklift without a forklift license. I was like 17. I was like crashing shit. Anyway, we would have to outsource our stuff to another lumber supply. So we'd go get it from another cheaper company and then drive it out to these Amish people. Google Maps didn't exist. I was working 3 jobs, so I was falling asleep at the wheel every day. Like, I'd be driving and just pass out, and then I'd go on the rumble strip, and I'd wake up for the rest of the day. And then I would get out these fire signs. There was no Google Maps, so you'd have to read the fire signs, so you'd miss it and then go back.
Did you used to have the old Refidexes? We called them a Refidex. So, like, before GPS, Google Maps, you had like the book in your glove box with like the streets in there.
No, dude, this company, even if it did exist, this company didn't have it. It was like 6 people that I would just fucking find it. It'd be like an hour and a half away. They'd send me out with the wrong shit. I get there. then the Amish people would be like, this is the wrong stuff. And I'd be like, I know. They loaded the truck and told me to go, but I know. So let me drive back. The one time that really pissed me off was I was like 17. I was like 120 pounds. I was not strong at all. They sent me out, and you'll know what this means, but they sent me out with a moving truck in the middle of nowhere by myself. They sent me out with, it was 4 or 5 posts, and they were 6 inches. You know 6 inches?
Yeah.
You're metric. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
They sent me 6 inches by 6 inches by 20 feet.
You think I don't know 6 inches?
Yeah, 4 inches. It's like twice of, it's like that, but 2 of them.
Quick math.
They sent me out 6 by 6 by 20 feet treated posts. Treated. Mm-hmm. So they were like 300 pounds. By myself, just someplace, and I had to unload them out of this truck.
Ooh,
and of course, I think deep down I know that I did it on purpose. I broke one of them, and I called them, and they were like, "How could you do this?" And I was like, "You fucking said." I remember one time I went to this. We outsourced it to this other company, so I drive up to the company, and this guy had been driving up to him like every day, and he was like looking at. He looks at the tickets, and he freaks out. And I'm like, "Why are you freaking out?" He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "You're by yourself." He's like, "I see 2 full-grown men every day come by and get shipments half this size." He's like, "Why are they sending you, a 17-year-old kid, with this twice?" And I was like, "I don't know." But I was 17. I didn't know that you could just quit a job if they abused you. I was making $8 an hour.
Oh my God.
I didn't know that you could just quit because I was so poor and so stupid.
So you would do a full day's work and wouldn't even make $100.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my.
But eventually they fired me because some guy like chopped up some guy's like brand new driveway on accident, and then they just blamed it on me. And they could see on the sheet that I didn't take that shipment because they have to log all the shipments. And then they bring me and they're like, "What happened the other day?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then they fired me. And I was like, thank God. I've never been happy to be fired from a fucking job. Oh, it was so brutal. I went home and slept. Oh my God, it was so great.
God, I'm trying to think the worst job I ever had.
Yeah, you've worked some shit jobs, dude. I think weren't you working like those contract jobs? You'd fly out and just work someplace for 6 months, make a shit ton of money, but it was brutal work.
It was hard work, but they were enjoyable in their own way.
Oh, really?
Because you're with a whole bunch of dudes that were like, you're in it together.
Yeah.
It's like like when you're on the cruise ship, like, although it sucks, you do find people like that that are like-minded, and you kind of build a little community, and you kind of get through it together.
Yeah, you can't even complain because it's so bad that if you complain, that's that Bill Burr story where he was like he was roofing in July as a redhead, and he's like, it was so bad if anyone complained, someone at the like other end of the studio would just go wah.
Yeah,
it's like yeah.
We had some fun.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, there were some. I did have a couple of mining, like fly in, fly out jobs that were really bad. Like the people it's just the people. When you end up getting a job, if you have a shit job but you work with good people, it can turn into a pretty good job. But if you have
that's most shit jobs though.
Yeah.
I think like when you work good corporate jobs, these people they're like, I hate it so much. The people are so cunty. It's like because everyone's just like, I need this paycheck.
I know the worst job I ever had, real estate.
Really?
Okay, so I've
been trying to get into that.
I did a short stint in real estate. I got my license, and this was like a post-COVID thing because everything shut down in COVID and everyone started. You know how everyone started.
Does real estate exist
things.
in Australia?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like it is
It's
here.
a third world country. I don't know.
Yeah, we have houses. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Thought you just had those like straw shacks or whatever the fuck.
Bro, we house.
Oh yeah.
We house good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the stuff. You guys live well.
So I get this job
Siffing.
with this guy, and I didn't want to get on his team because he was a fucking loser. This guy, Brandon, you fucking loser.
Fucking Brandon, piece of shit.
And
I hate Brandon.
I hate him too. Anyways, in his team, this guy was a complete fucking fag. He had a dude that was gay, and he had like 3 women. He didn't have a guy like a dude.
Yeah.
Because he just couldn't. Because he couldn't have someone that had any more masculinity than him, right?
Yeah, he was insecure.
And the first day I get there and I'm like, I come from the blue collar world, where we, at lunchtime we would talk about things. You talk about your weekend, or if you picked up a girl, you talk about it. And I came in one weekend and I just had a foursome with 3 girls. Thank you.
That's, you know what? And let's take a moment of silence for that. All right.
Thank you.
That's man shit. That's man shit. 3 girls. Shit. I mean, I would have just watched.
Anyways, of course, I'm going to be pretty fucking happy with myself.
Did you have to go a few rounds? Can we talk about that for 1 second? Did you go a few rounds? I would have came
Dude,
right away.
Dude, I was...
And then been like, let's get it on the recharge. Because on the recharge, you can last forever. You know what I mean?
I was on the perfect cusp of...
They're never hiring me for a teacher job. They're never hiring.
You know when you're on the perfect cusp of like, you've had just enough beers to not be very sensitive down there, but you've still... are raging. The balance was good. It was a great story actually. I was just walking down the street in in the nightclub area in Brisbane, and these 3 girls were on the side of the road and they were like waiting for a taxi, and I walked down the street and they go, "You," and I was like, "What?" And they're like, "You're exactly what we're looking for." And I was like,
wow, I've never heard that once. That's insane.
I was like, "What?" And they're like, "We're looking for someone to come home with us tonight. We're only in town for one night."
Oh my God. This is incredible. I can't believe this isn't what you talk about every podcast. What are we doing talking about my shitty job? We should be talking about this. This is what you live for. When you're 80 and you're on your deathbed, because you're going to die young, look at your skin. You're going to be thinking about like that time I was in Brisbane and these 3 chicks just went, you. That's what life's about. It's about awesome. A moment. Yeah, you live all these years for one moment.
Yeah, it was unreal. Anyways, long story short,
just skip over all the cool stuff.
I'm doing real estate. Yeah, it was confusing. I don't know. Foursomes are cool. 3 girls is a little much. It was a lot of fun.
Probably for you.
It's a lot of fun, but it's like it's hard to fucking pleasure one girl at sometimes. But it was a lot of fun.
That sounds like a problem you have. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, but real estate. So I get to real estate the next day, and I'd only just started with this company, and I was like, guys, my boss.
You have to hear this, guys.
I'm like, dude, you're not gonna believe the weekend I just had.
Yeah.
And I start to tell him, and he cuts me off. He's like, bro, no shop talk in this real estate agency.
I would have murdered him. I would have murdered him.
I was like, what?
That's where you walk out of a job.
You're a heterosexual dude and you don't want to hear about
he's
a dude.
He's not heterosexual.
I know.
No,
you
know what? I went to music school. I've got such good gaydar. And that guy is the gayest gay of all the gays to ever gay.
He was gay as fuck.
That's the gayest guy.
He was a fucking biggest loser.
Let's not talk about the time you fucked 3 chicks at once. You're gay.
Bro,
you're gay.
Bro, I got fired. So I got fired the week before I got... Good. Thank you. It was actually the first job I ever got fired over.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the right way to get fired.
The week before, why
don't you tell it on stage? Hey, I fucked 3 chicks at once and then got fired for it. Sorry for being a man.
I did a I used to do all the phone calls, because when you're like a bitch in real estate, all you do is you go through the database from fucking A to Z. And you just call everyone. Hey, what's your real estate goals? What are you looking for? You try and book an evaluation.
Yeah.
A valuation, I should say. And then if you book a valuation, you go to their house. You go, oh yeah, your house is worth this much. What are you thinking? And you always make it higher, so you make it kind of tempting for them to want to sell.
You have to lie to these people.
Right, exactly.
No one can handle the truth.
Anyways, so I booked this valuation. We go to the meeting with this guy. We walk through the house, and then we sit down with the clients. And this cunt, this fucking loser real estate agent, Brandon, all he did was talk about himself. These guys literally had just spent a year and a half renovating their house on their own. And I, as a blue collar worker, appreciated the time and effort these guys put into their house. All he did was talk about himself. And when we got out of the meeting, I got in his car and I was just like this. And he's like, what's up? And I was like, man,
this is the same day that he told you not to talk about fucking the 4 chicks?
It all happened in like 3 weeks.
Okay, yeah. I would be pissed for a year about it. So 3 weeks is still fresh.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was just like, man, look, I only just started this job. I don't know anything about real estate.
Yeah.
But I know people. And I'm telling you, dude, like just as like an observer, we're not going to get that listing because you just fucking spoke about yourself. These guys...
What did he say about himself?
He's like, I like this, and me and my wife do this, and it was just completely.
He has a wife?
It was just self-indulgent.
This guy's gay.
It was just
His wife is ugly, 100%.
She was okay. She was nothing. She was not the prize.
She was also gay.
She was not. Yeah, she's gay. They're both gay. All right, they're both closeted gays.
Yeah,
dude, I like ripped this dude's fucking massive ego down. And then that was it. He didn't respond to me.
Great, though.
It felt good.
I bet it felt
He didn't
really good.
even answer me, dude. You know what he did? We were supposed to go to another meeting, and he just dropped me back at the real estate agency. And he's like, okay, you get out here. That was all he did.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
And then the next...
This guy's fucking 3 chicks at once. I've got an ugly wife who's gay, and I'm gay. And he tells me I'm not good at my job because I suck. Get the fuck out.
And then...
You should have pissed on his leg, bro. You know, next time you go to the bathroom, next time you start pissing on his leg. Yeah, you like this, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. Do you think that girl working the desk thing can hear us? I've been thinking about that the whole time. I was like, we've said so many bad words.
And then the next week, I got blind drunk on this date with this hot girl. She came back to my house.
How are you doing this?
She ended up... I did well. And she stayed the night.
You know what it was? You made good money. I've been saying this.
Real estate? I made no money, dude.
Okay, but you at least lied to them and told them you did. And that's what I need to do. I need to lie more.
But
Let's keep going.
I had savings and I owned my own place. Okay, so...
So smart. So smart.
Okay, so I had this girl over. It ended up being a fantastic night. But we didn't get to bed till late, and I had an open home in the morning.
That's so great, though. It's like, because, you know, again, when you're 80, you're going to be like, I'm so glad I stayed up till 5 a.m.
No regrets, dude. No regrets. But I rocked up.
So good.
I rocked up late to this open home.
Yeah.
I rocked up, and which is a huge no-no. But in my defense, there was another dude, the gay dude. He was there. He was at the open home already. So there was an agent there to let the people in. Yeah. I rocked up like 20 minutes late. It was only a 30-minute open home. So I nearly missed the whole open home.
Yeah.
And then when I got there, this gay dude was like, what? Oh, I can't believe this. I was like, dude, fucking relax. You're here. We got 10 more open homes to do today. It's fine. We're cool.
Brandon said that?
No, this was the gay dude that worked for Brandon. He was.
Sorry. Okay, well, because you said gay dude, and I thought Brandon because Brandon's cool. No, seriously, that's what I thought.
There was a lot of
trying to make a joke.
There's a lot of gay dudes.
Yeah. And by the way, this is sounding homophobic.
It's not.
I have literally gone to jail for gay rights.
Okay.
Let's be clear about that. I've literally gotten arrested for that exact thing. So don't get me fucking wrong. I'm like a hard left-wing populist.
No. And I have nothing against gay dudes. We hang out with plenty of homosexual dudes. It's no issue. It's just this guy was one of those fuckwit gay dudes, and I'm just calling him a gay dude.
He's an asshole who happens to be gay.
This is this guy. He told me this in the first few days. Him and I had lunch, and I was, what do you like as a person? He's the sort of guy. He had 4 brothers. If his brothers wanted to use his video games, he would make them pay him money for it.
Oh, he was the oldest sibling?
I don't know where he's at.
The youngest sibling's not doing that, I'll tell you that.
I don't know, but all I know is if you do that to your siblings, you're a fucking moron.
No, you're a piece of shit.
You don't share your shit with your siblings? Who the fuck are you? You're a fucking
piece
loser.
Of shit. You're a landlord.
So he's just a loser, right? So this whole team was just full of fucking losers, fucking gay boys. And so I rock up late to this open home and he's like, oh, I can't believe this. And then Brandon calls me because gay boy fucking called the other gay boy. Yeah. And he's like, I heard you rocked up late to an open home. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, all right, just go home. And I was like, go home? And he's
Don't
like,
mind if I do.
And I was like, thank fuck, because I am so hungover.
Don't mind if I do, dumbass.
Went home and slept.
You read my mind.
Went home and slept, just like you did.
You read my mind.
And then I get a phone call at 12 o'clock that day. He's like, all right, so I've cut you from the whole system. I've blocked your fob key. I'm firing you. I'm letting you go.
Yeah, I love how he added that at the end. I fired you. It's like, oh, I thought I still had a job after all that.
And I said, this is my exact words. I said, don't you think you're overreacting? That's what I said to him. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do you really not think you're overreacting? He's like, no. And I was like,
I'm glad. If someone told me that, I would have been like, fuck, you're so right. I'm so sorry. I'm such a pussy.
No, I was pissed off. But yeah. I knew it was coming because after that incident, he just needed one fucking reason, man. I was on the thinnest ice. He needs to feel
good about himself. Yeah. His wife's gay. He can't have sex. He hates it. Oh, seriously, and it's a real problem that people don't feel comfortable coming out in a society where you should be fine with that. So, but they trap themselves in these lives, and then it's just like, dude, you got to realize no one cares about your life. That's why I post all this shit. I'm cringe online because it's like no one cares. No one's looking, and even if they do, they'll forget about it tomorrow.
100%.
So just do the thing you want.
Yeah.
Be gay, suck a dick, bro.
Yeah. Brandon, suck a dick.
Brandon, it's okay to be fucking gay. You can be fucking gay, Brandon. We don't care. We think it's great that you suck balls and dicks.
If anything, Brandon, your sales may go up. Because they're not looking good the last time I checked.
Yeah, Brandon, look, we hate you. Be gay. It's okay to be fucking gay,
Brandon, you're going to be a better person if you're gay. More people are going to like you.
You're a fucking coward right now because there's trans people out there and you're not even willing to admit that you're gay, Brandon.
Brandon, it's called a closet, all right? We need you to step out of it, okay?
Brandon, you're hurting the world by not being gay. Be who you are, Brandon.
Brandon, live your truth,
Brandon,
okay? Live your truth.
Your truth, Brandon. You are gay. Brandon's gay.
Oh my God, he's so gay.
Title this podcast, Brandon's gay. Brandon's a fucking gay boy. He's gay. And it's cool to be gay. We've all been gay every once in a while. It's Hollywood, baby. Just be gay, Brandon.
Brandon, be gay.
Brandon, you're the queerest gay of them all. Just be gay.
Brandon, sell a house and be gay.
Yeah, do one or the other.
No,
you do both.
Be
do
gay.
Both.
Be gay and then sell a house.
Yeah, it's going to help you so much, Brandon, because you are gay. Yeah. You're gay. I'm never getting that job. I'm never getting that job. Don't ever release this podcast. I should be a public school teacher. These people I need a gay kid in my class who needs to be, just need me to sit down and be like, dude, you're gay. Just be gay. It's fine. It's fine. You're gay. Look, I'm a jazz musician. Believe me, I know gay people. They're great. Be gay. Right now, your jazz is sucking because you're not playing like yourself. You need to be gay.
Yeah. Be who you are.
Be gay, guys. Everyone just be gay, especially if you're Brandon. If you're Brandon, you are the queerest gay of them all. Be a fucking gay, Brandon. Anyway, I want to say that we could have had this entire conversation in a bar and we would have done more good for the world. But we're going to publish it and put it online.
Oh, this is a great episode.
It's going to destroy any chance I have at getting a job. Not only the fact that I picked a fight with the New York Post, I'm actually doing the same thing with the Daily Mail right now. They don't know. They sent me an email asking me to answer questions, and I wrote up.
What questions?
Like, why did you start lying? What do you lie about? Do you have a job? And do you find yourself unqualified? And I typed up...
Do you want to give everyone the quick backstory? Because
Well, I lie. I made a video about, like, you should lie on your resume about everything because no one checks anything. Then the New York Post, without reaching out to me, without checking anything, made an article about my post. And then I made a post being like, hey, I lied about all that shit in the video. So then they edited the article, and then I went, hey, I lied about lying. They fell for it again. And it's blowing up on TikTok.
What do you mean they edited the article? They republished the article?
No, they took out the part where my name and the fact that I said I'm jobless because I think it was a liability thing in case like I sued, even though I wouldn't. I'm not Brandon.
They should have never put your name in.
I'm not gay, Brandon. I wouldn't do that shit.
Brandon, you're gay.
Brandon, you're gay. This is one joke that's timeless, and it's calling people gay. That's one joke that'll never miss. It'll never not be funny. 2,000 years from now, it'll still be funny to call people gay. Like, have sex with your own gender? Go fuck yourself. I'm not getting that job. I'm not getting that job. Anyway.
Fuck the job. It's gay.
Fuck the job, dude. Brandon's gay. So anyway, but then Daily Mail reached out, and they went, and like, I hope they're smart enough to realize that I typed up real, genuine answers about like how honesty has no currency in late stage capitalism. And then I thought about how every woman I've ever loved wants nothing to do with me. So I erased all of it and I just rewrote fake answers. I even lied about my name. I said my name was Noah Reedy's son. I said I shortened it on social media. And I'm going to see if they post it. And I'm going to fuck them up if they do. I'm going to fuck them up.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. But no one cares. No one cares. You can lie about everything you want, except if you're gay. People will find out. People will find out, Brandon.
Brandon, you're gay.
Brandon, I hope you know that the fact that you're gay, some guy in America who has no women and no job knows that you are fucking gay. This is the best episode we've had so far. Fuck Brandon, the gay guy. Yeah.
I really want to use his last name, but I'm not going to because I don't want to get sued. I fucking hate this guy.
I would.
Yeah.
I would use
There's something funny about it too because
I've been almost sued so many times.
Yeah. Anyways, I just about to call you Riley for some reason. Noah, I had Riley on yesterday. Noah Reedy, I love you.
I love you.
Do you want to give everyone your socials?
I don't know if that's a good idea, man. Look, I
Do
think it's like Noah.Reedy97 on Instagram. And then on TikTok, it's a little pizza boy's dream. And then on Twitter, I haven't used Twitter in 10 years, but it's a chocolate milk ham and cheese.
Guys, everyone, Noah is gay, all right?
What are you going to do? Someone's got to be gay. Someone's got to suck Brandon's dick.
Noah, thanks for coming on, man.
I love you.
I love
you.
Should we do a little closing song? You do the lyrics, I'm going to do the music.
Jesus Christ. We've already... let's go for it. No one's listening at this point. Yeah. Brandon's a fucking gay guy. Brandon sucks dick. 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 Brandon sucks dick.
See you on the next one, guys.